Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to take your peppers and dry them out. You just picked them from your garden or you buy some at the store that you can only get seasonally. So drying them out is one of the options to preserve them for quite a while. Another option is canning them, but I'm not getting into that today. This is actually my first time drying out peppers that I've picked. So I picked some from my garden today. Carolina Reapers, the world's hottest pepper. That's what these are right here. Um, and I've never done it before. And I wasn't even going to film this, but I figured, you know what? I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride and we'll see how it turns out. So today I'll be using my toaster oven to do this because I actually have something cooking in my oven right now, chicken thighs. But as an experimental test, it'll be nice to do it with just a few peppers. So just in case I screw it up somehow, I don't ruin all of them at once. So the first thing I did was take some foil. I poked all these little holes in it with a knife. All of those, just one by one. So the peppers can have a little bit of ventilation as they cook on the rack. Well, not cook, excuse me. You're not cooking them. That's the last thing you want to do. You're just raising the temperature so you can accelerate the drying process. So I'll be putting it up to, I already set the temperature. It'll be cooking around 180 degrees. 170, 180 is what you want. So these peppers are a little fat. They're short and fat. I guess with some of the longer ones I was reading, you don't need to cut them. But for these I will. So what I'll do is just, let me see. I'll cut the top off. Then I'll just give them a couple slices like this. And yes, I am wearing gloves. These things are hot as hell, and I don't want to be rubbing my eyes later forgetting that I cut these things and feel like I just got pepper sprayed. But this is all. Slice them up into little pieces. Just like so. Now you can save the seeds if you want to plant them again for next year, and I will save some. There, that looks pretty good. Right? Save some of this around the top. Don't want to waste any. That's weird cutting with gloves. I never use them. Alright. That's a nice amount to deal with. That's a good start. Man, I could smell these things. I've actually never cut one of these open before. Again, it's the Carolina Reaper. The hottest pepper on earth. And the ghost pepper was once the hottest video. That registered 1 million on the Scoville unit. The scale. Whatever it's called. And these, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're 2 million. So it's twice as hot as the previous world record holder. So I don't even know what to do with these. But don't worry, I'll find some uses. Now I'm just going to put them on the rack. I'm going to spread them out evenly. There's, see, some of my seeds are left behind. You don't want to like put too many seeds in here. I mean, I guess that really depends on your personal preference. But I'm saving some of my seeds to grow again next year. Alright, like those I'll save. Spread them out. It's important you spread them out. They're not laying on top of each other. You don't want them to... You want them to vent properly. I mean, that's the whole point of this, right? You're accelerating the drying process. Alright, that looks good enough. Maybe I'll take them away from the edges because, I mean, it is a toaster oven, so I don't know how evenly the heat spreads. Okay. How's that look? Look good? So now, pop it in. Let me move forward. I've never used this before on this setting, so I don't know if it's working, but I think it's on. It should be around 180 degrees, and I will get back to you. It takes about 4 to 8 hours, I was reading, so I really have no idea how long this will take, but I'll start timing it now, and we'll see how it goes. So 4 hours from now will be 7:30 tonight. That's when I'll see how they've done, and then I'll decide if they need a little more time. But before that, I wanted to show you a few of the other peppers I grow in my garden. I don't just grow hot ones. This is a sweet Italian pepper. I've never eaten one before. This is actually the only one. There was only like 2 or 3 of them that grew, and this is the first one I picked. There's 2 more that are going to be ready soon. This is a hot pepper. It's a jalapeno. Not very hot, but you know, it's warm to some. This is a habanero, which is warm. And then even hotter, the ghost pepper. This is when you start getting into scary territory. You could tell a pepper's hot when it's like nice and ugly. I mean, look how ugly this little thing is. And now, even uglier and even hotter. The Carolina Reaper. I mean, look at this thing. It's got the little horn on the bottom. Devil's horn. Shorter and fatter than the ghost pepper. But it's got that horn, and it's twice as hot. Like I said, let me see if I remember. The ghost pepper is 1 million on the heat scale. The Carolina Reaper, I believe, is 2 million. Double. Crazy. The habanero, I think, is around 100,000, I believe. And the jalapeno is around 15,000. 10 to 15,000. And then this is just a sweet pepper, so it shouldn't register anything on the heat scale. Then, of course, you have the bell pepper. I actually have them growing, too. But, yeah, that's my little, my inventory of the hot peppers. Very interesting this will be. Can't wait. So I'll come back in a few hours, and we'll see how this is going. Okay, I'm back. It has been, let's see, what time did I put those in? Put them in. It's been like 6 hours now, actually. It's 9:30 now. I'm going to see what they're looking like. Oh, they definitely look dry. They definitely look dry. I mean, this is my first time doing this, like I said. So I don't know exactly how long they take. Like I said, I just read it takes 4 to 8 hours. I had them in there for 6. These are crumbling. I do plan to pulverize them into practically dust, so I could just sprinkle it on stuff I'm going to cook with. But yeah, I'd say these were done. Maintained a nice temp. It was just below 200 while it was in there the whole time, so that worked out pretty well. It bounced around a little bit because these things aren't too consistent. Toaster oven from like 160 to 180 right in that region. But yep, these worked. So that was 4 Carolina Reapers right there. I'll pound them in the dust, and we'll have our finished result. Alright, look at that. Nice little bag of them. Looks like it turned out pretty good. Let me just pound it up. Oh, look at that. That is perfect. That is perfect. It crumbles in the dust. Now, I haven't tasted it yet either, so I really don't know how good it's going to be. But yeah, that really just depends on the pepper and your preference. So, oh. Look at it. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, it's 9:30, so I won't be starting another one. It's 9:30 at night. But tomorrow, maybe I'll do a whole batch in the real oven. Oh, now I gotta find something to use this on. Or maybe I can prank somebody and throw it in a meal for them. Ow! Alright, it's been about 6 hours and they are done. Look at all these guys. All right, it's time to pulverize them into dust and see how it looks. See how much we get. You know, once you crush them all up, it comes out to not very much at all. So, see you in a minute. All right, that's it. I got them done. Here's my Carolina Reapers. These I have pulverized to a powder, which I'm going to leave like that. These are more Carolina Reapers, which I'm actually leaving in chunks, crushed instead of pulverized. And leave my options open. And I have my habaneros. That's what I got out of what you just saw in the oven there. That's a decent amount. I'm going to leave them in chunks too. But you know what I was thinking? Because a lot of times when you cook peppers, they lose their heat. I wonder if they lose much heat for this. Let's see. Let me taste one. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... This will be my first time ever eating a piece of a Carolina Reaper at all. Ever. First time ever. I really hope I don't regret this. Well, let's see how it goes. Let's see. Can you see? Can you see? And focus. There we go. Look at that. All right. Ooh, I could taste its flavor and its heat. Wow. Woo! Woohoo! That is hot. All right. So if anyone out there is worried about these things losing their flavor or their heat, don't worry, because oh, that actually has a good flavor to it. Not what I expected. I really like the flavor of a habanero, and they're pretty hot too. These Reapers, though, I didn't know what I would get out of that. It's actually pretty good. Wow. It is still hot, though. It is the world record, so. Oh, wow. All right. I gotta go drink some milk. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. I will see you later.